Hello, this is a Spooky2 quick demo on the computer changes you need to make once you've installed the Spooky2 software. It's pretty straightforward, and I'm going to demonstrate the three things you need to change. Let's go over to my system. Here it is. Okay, so this is my desktop in my Spooky2 system. So what I need to do, it's pretty easy. We're going to go down here to the Start menu, right here, and we're going to type in sleep. Notice I didn't select anything. There it is, change when the PC sleeps. Click on that. Maybe double click on it. Whatever it needs to do. Fine, open. And what I want to do is I want to turn off this one. I don't want the computer to ever go to sleep. So that's never. It's not a big deal about when it's on battery power. It shouldn't be on that at all anyway. It's going to be plugged in all the time. And the screen stuff here, it'll turn off the screen after 15 minutes if you're plugged in. Spooky keeps running, the screen's just black. That's up to you. You can change these, you can leave them where they are. But the main thing here is this: when PC's plugged in, it goes to sleep. I do not want it to go to sleep. Okay, so we've changed that to never, and you can change that by clicking on here, and I say never, because you don't want. If it goes to sleep, it quits running your Spooky. So we'll close that. The next thing we want to do is this. We're going to type in lid, L-I-D. We want to change that. So we want to change when the closing the lid does. For those of you who have cats, it's really an important thing. So if it's plugged in, you want to change this to do nothing. If I get it to do it. So that's what I want. When I close the lid, I don't want it to do anything. I'm going to save the changes. Now the last one has to do with updates. You really need to turn off updates. Unfortunately, Microsoft did away with that ability some time ago. If you have Windows Home, and most people do, you cannot turn that off. So the recommendation, the easiest thing to do is over here. Down here in the taskbar down here, hopefully you have something that looks a lot like this little thing that says what you're connected to. If I left click on that, put that left click, I should be able to disconnect him or turn him off. Actually, I wouldn't have turned him off. If you disconnect him, you have to manually reconnect later, and I can't turn it off because I'm remote controlling this, and so I'll lose the session. But if you click on this Wi-Fi thing, it'll turn it off. And then if you need to turn it back on, you do the same thing on your laptop as you just did. So again, the ideal thing is to turn off Wi-Fi as part of that. And just as a bonus, if this is a dedicated Spooky computer and you get any of these pop-up messages saying you need to renew McAfee or some other virus stuff, don't bother. You don't need to. Actually, you should uninstall that stuff, because this is a Spooky computer. You don't have to worry about it getting viruses because you're not using it for anything else. So let's go back to here. So if you have any questions, here's my email address, spookytechhelp@gmail.com. Again, that's spookytechhelp@gmail.com. Thank you for watching. Hopefully this helps you out.